In today's lesson, we're going to have a look at listing outcomes. Sometimes we're asked to look at the probability of several events occurring. If the outcome of each of these events are equally likely, we can list all of the possible outcomes to help us find the probabilities that we need. This can be done by using a logical, exhaustive approach to listing, or by producing a table to help present these results. So for example, in this question, there are 3 types of Easter egg, each with 3 different sizes. You've got milk chocolate, dark chocolate and white chocolate, and they each come in the size small, large and king size. Part A asks us to list all possible combinations of Easter eggs that we could choose. Using the lettering that's been given and following a logical approach, I can start off by listing all of the milk chocolate eggs that we could get. So that would be a milk chocolate small, so MS, a milk chocolate large, so ML, and a milk chocolate king size, which would be MK. I can now do the same for the dark chocolate eggs, so I could have a dark chocolate small, that's DS, a dark chocolate large, which is DL, and a dark chocolate king size, which would be DK. And lastly, for white chocolate, we've got a white chocolate small, which would be WS, a white chocolate large, which would be WL, and a white chocolate king size, which would be WK. That is all of the possible outcomes, so there's 9 in total. We can use these results to help us answer several probability questions. In part B, it says an egg is selected at random. What is the probability that a small milk chocolate egg is chosen? If we look at our outcomes, there is only one way that we can get a small milk chocolate egg. That's this one just here. And therefore that's 1 out of the 9 possible combinations. So the probability is 1/9. In the second example, it says 2 dice are rolled and the scores are added, and we're given a table to complete to represent all possible outcomes. Firstly, let's complete the table. So in here, I know that 1 add 1 is 2, 1 add 2 is 3, 1 add 3 is 4, and so on. So we get 5, 6, 7. On this next row, we get 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. On the third row we get 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. The next row would be 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. And then we get 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 and 11. And on the final row, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 and 12. So that is all possible outcomes when we roll 2 dice and add the scores together. As before, we can now use this to help us work out the probability of different events. In part B, we're asked what's the probability of scoring 7. So looking in my table diagonally from top right to bottom left, I can see that we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 7s in total. As my table is 6 by 6, I know that there's 36 results in total, therefore that's 6 out of the 36 possible outcomes. If I divide the top and bottom of my fraction by 6, I can also cancel this down to say the probability is 1/6. Either of these answers are okay, but the second one is slightly better as it's been cancelled down. In part C, it asks what is the probability of getting an odd score. I'm going to go through my table and circle all of my odd answers. So we've got 3, 5, 7, 3, 5 and 7 again, 5, 7 and 9, 5, 7 and 9 again, 7, 9 and 11, and then 7, 9 and 11 again. If I count all of these up, I've got 18 circled values, so the probability is 18 out of 36. Now, I can cancel that down, so dividing the top and bottom by 18 would actually cancel that to 1/2. You don't need to do that in one go, and you can obviously cancel the fraction down in stages to make it a little bit easier to get to a half. As before, both of these answers are fine, but a half is slightly better as it's been simplified fully. So what I would like you to do is complete the listing outcomes worksheet that's been attached to Show My Homework in the resources to help you section. On the screen now is a snippet of what that worksheet looks like, but it does have 4 pages, so you have to download the full thing from Show My Homework. To help you with listing the outcomes, there are spaces that you need to fill in to make sure that you don't miss any out. I've also done the first one for each question, so you have an idea of what we're looking for. For the second half of the questions, you're also asked to then use your answers to find a probability. Once you've answered all of the questions, please check them against the solutions that I've posted onto Show My Homework, and when you're happy that you've understood it and corrected all of your mistakes, take a photo and upload it to Show My Homework so I can see how you've got on. If you are struggling to complete some of the work from today's lesson, then please do not hesitate to get in touch via comment on Show My Homework. I'll try to make myself as available as possible and get a reply to you as quickly as I can. If the issue requires a little bit more input from myself, I might ask to arrange a time to meet on Teams where I can give you some personalised help with that specific problem.